if one or two things don't happen along this entire path, none of it happens. We don't have this moment.
To be on that short list of men who've held the WWE Championship is such an honor, man.
No matter what anybody says about our incredible Hall of Fame careers, we got the experience that we wanted.
I'm getting like emotional thinking about it. Oh my God. Okay.
How do you feel about this wrestling gear that
Disgusting gear.
Yeah, but I was in a good mood. As soon as I see this gear, I just
It's
knots in my
horrible.
stomach.
It's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
From day one. That's
Oh, look at this.
From day one.
Yeah.
Oh, drop kick, switch to it.
Little splash,
Okay,
little splash.
okay.
Oh, landed it. Okay. I would say we were always very, I forgot about so many of the early gimmicks. But because we were so preacher influenced, you know, that's something you take your pocket square and, you know, when you're on the pulpit.
What was this? Wheelbarrow?
Wheelbarrow. We were doing this that early?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
Well, we've been on house shows for 6 months.
Right, so we had time to start like working
Yeah.
on ideas and whatnot. We were traveling together.
Stay working on our
well
deals.
before we were on TV together.
Like, I'm thinking about my actual debut match, and there's so many like weird, like quirky things that I do, and that's because I didn't have the experience of like being on TV or like even being in that situation. But for us, since we did have that 6 months plus to just figure out each other's quirks, you know what I mean, and work around each other, like that match looks so smooth.
And Xavier looking to make a tag here.
I'm down. I'm down.
I didn't want to get tagged.
I bet I was supposed to be knocked off the apron or something, and that something seemed off there. Okay, are we doing
Pop up.
pop up already?
We had so many.
We really
crazy,
did.
bro.
Yeah, we did this early.
From the jump, we had all these moves.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But no, I remember we had the early conversations about always being very intentional about when we were in tags, making sure that we look like a tag team and having tag team moves. So that's what I love. And the clap already was developed by then.
Look at that, here we go.
And we already had our tag team finisher pretty early.
We had a full package
Yeah.
set up.
Very
Full
early.
package presentation, look at that.
I love the way you deep hook.
Got
it.
to.
Deep hook.
Because that was the first thing that I got to do on TV for real. My first pay-per-view was me and Truth on a team in a handicap match against Rusev. So then before the match started, I got ran into the side of the ring and Truth just had a singles match with Rusev. And this was my first pay-per-view. I was very upset. I've been working my tail off trying to get to this moment. I finally get it, and it's like, it felt like an afterthought. I was so upset. And I went to E, and I believe E had just recently lost the IC title.
No, it was that same day at Extreme Rules. I lost the IC title to Bad News Barrett, and I remember having a conversation with Road Dogg essentially that day, saying, "Hey, we like you, but we have nothing for you." I went into pre-tapes, and I just started working on stuff and trying to figure out a character and just like try something. I stand up for our forefathers who fought for our freedoms. I stand up for the people. I think the powers that be saw that and then were inspired to think, okay, this is what the group should be. Together, we can create a new day.
My entire WWE career, I've been told to stay away from Kofi. Not because he's bad, but because we're very similar. And so wrestling, you got to carve out your own spot. And they say, well, if Kofi's doing this and we automatically see you and imagine that you're kind of a secondary Kofi, like that's not going to be good for you. And so I always stayed away from him. But I don't believe that to be true. I think that Kofi would be great in this group. So we brought it to Kofi.
We really felt that it didn't matter what the gimmick was, as long as you put us together, we were going to be able to kill it. And they put it to the test, right? By just, oh, okay, you don't see. Go out there and try to preach to these people who don't want to be preached to, you know? But, you know, like again, here we are. We really did have that belief in ourselves that we could just go out there and make it work.
Strong one.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Look at
Oh,
TJ.
man, I miss wrestling TJ.
Died? Oh, the somersault. E wasn't there. What happened? You gonna get him on the floor?
Yeah, what? Yeah! Had to plaster the board. You know what I love too? Oftentimes I'll see people who work the floor and I feel like they don't really give a whole lot.
No.
I feel like that was a big point of emphasis for us, especially you. I remember the one time I look over at Kofi, I said, look at your boy. Your boy's doing too much.
I said, huh? Who? He said, Woods.
Because for me, when they were like, oh, you know, you're on the floor, I'm like, well, I gotta do something. Oh, he's so strong.
So strong.
Oh!
Good Lord.
And honestly, like, they were a big part of our success. We went from guys that were supposed to be cheered that no one cared about. We were getting booed every night in Europe. They were getting cheered. And then one night, we just flipped it. It's about, I'll give so much credit to my brothers, to my tag team partners, but also it's about the guys that you share the ring with.
Oh, yeah.
Kofi looking to steal one, trying to steal the title. It's the champions. We've got the champions. Kofi stole the titles.
Not that everything is about titles, but it certainly was a degree of validation because there was one point where everybody was laughing at us. Everybody. We'd be walking down the hallway, oh, you guys gonna go and record some stuff together again? Well, this is what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Tired of getting laughed at
You know
for
what I mean?
doing what we're supposed to do.
Like, if you're doing something that's not working or you want something, like, you go get it.
We were hearing stories of like in the writer's room of being like us being laughed at anytime our names were brought up. We always mentioned Big Show because he came back and apologized, but in front of me and Woods, he pulled Kofi aside and said, what are you doing with these guys? You're wasting your career.
We're within earshot.
Right.
Within earshot.
Right here, yeah.
Him coming back and saying, "Hey guys, I was wrong," but a lot of people did not do that. Being younger, so what? We're in late 20s.
Yeah,
so,
all of us were in mid.
No.
We're all in the late 20s. Yeah, I think we were like our late 20s.
Not all of us.
We're getting
You look
sidetracked,
great for
but
your age.
It's a new day in WWE.
Even with all that negativity and that maelstrom around us, it never drove us apart. If anything, it was always like, all right, we'll show y'all. We got even tighter. None of that stuff ever caused division between us. It was always, let's make sure the group comes first. Let's make sure we succeed as a trio. I'm never putting you down. You're never putting me down. We're all gonna rise together. It all just brought us together. I love this gear, by the way.
Big Boo coming. Nope, clothesline out.
Why are you showing all these pictures of me getting beat up? I thought this was supposed to be
Titus highlight. What's happening
What's
here?
going on?
Oh,
Maybe your biggest rival in your career. What?
Oh, my God!
Yeah, I caught him.
You showed him.
I caught him.
Yeah.
He had that coming.
Look how hyped you are.
And here's Titus in the clash of the Titus to retain the titles, but Kofi Kingston got him. Kofi, hooks the leg.
There we go. This celebration is one of my favorites.
This is the best part. Woods holding up the titles. He's the one holding the titles. Let's go.
I've done nothing.
Oh,
He's
the
the
best.
one. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I don't know if I have any, like, hey, I made it moments, because I don't believe in that. I feel like you always want to keep climbing, but we're over at this point. We're like, people are behind us, they're loving us, we're getting great reactions. We're like starting to push the line with how obnoxious can we get, how much fun can we have, how over the top we can be.
Start spreading the news.
I remember us being in the car.
Yeah.
And us saying, let's see if they'll give me a trombone.
We are your new tag champs.
And we asked him, and we just waited. Waited, then ding! Because, yeah, see what we can do.
What?
Yeah.
New day.
That's what began us asking for random things. We were like, if we got this once a week, it was, what about this?
We would lean on catering, we would lean on hair and makeup, we lean on everyone all the time. How can we add to this act on a weekly basis?
What's amazing is the fact that you are that entertaining when you still wear llama penises strapped to your head.
I don't even know like where they got these chandelier. I don't know what it was, but it was so painful. they like, had cut it and they like put it on a bandana and we just tied it to our heads. I'm like, oh my God, like this is digging into my forehead.
Oh, wait, do we want to tell the one that we couldn't put on TV?
Coming out like a Trojan horse. What was having a giant unicorn, and this man wanted the unicorn to have a butt flap, and then we would be pooped out of the unicorn for our entrance. That was
on tricycles. Unicorn.
With unicorn horse. When we brought that to H, he goes, great idea.
Yeah.
But what if you guys just come out of a box of Bootios?
That was the same year as the booty.
That's so much better.
All right, that's
That's a great idea.
Low lift, you know.
I love this iteration of the Usos too, man.
Yeah.
This is them shortly after losing the face paint. They moved to SmackDown when SmackDown was really hot.
There's a part where I go for the elbow at one point, and the other Uso super kicks me out of the air.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And it is one of the most painful.
It looked painful. I couldn't remember if it was this match or not, but yeah, it was.
That was this one.
Xavier's legal. Paradise.
This is so far.
I'm
Oh my
so
God.
far.
Wow.
The Usos have had, even from then, have gone on to do so many incredible things in the main event. The Bloodline stuff has been incredible, but to always look back and think, all right, yeah, we know who our #1 rivals are as tag team. Like it's the Usos, and to be able to go through so many different matches, promos, the rap battle.
You turn the universe into believers, but please always remember, you were absolutely nothing till your wife put you on Total Divas.
Like, I love that we got to do so many different unique things. It wasn't just singles match that leads to a tag match. So many people have different perspectives of what this business should be, and I feel like us and the Usos, we're just perfect dance partners. When people ask me my favorite tag team match, it's this one. So much creative stuff in here.
Look at this. Oh, wow. The New Day doing exactly what the Usos did with Xavier Woods earlier. Smart move.
I love the kendo stick jail was your idea. That visual with Jay, his face turned against the kendo stick.
I just throw a piece of a trombone at some point.
I remember being like jealous of like not being in this match until that point. All right. Well, I'm good out here. I'm good.
Kofi was kind enough to come to us and say, hey, you guys were in developmental with the Usos, so this would be a really cool full circle for the both of you, so I'm gonna step back.
Which was just incredibly selfless.
Yes.
Because this is like, for us, man, this is maybe the biggest match of our career.
Yeah.
Definitely for you and me.
This is what you want, Kofi? You see this? You see this? Give it back, dog. You wasn't alive. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. And a gong. Why not?
I never wanted us to be referred to as comedy wrestlers. And I think it's something we're always intentional about, especially as black men. Oftentimes people have a certain perception of how you should be. I'll bench 575 pounds. I'll win a powerlifting contest. I'm a D1 athlete, but like, I still having the freedom to be silly, to be goofy. We're still men who handle our business, who are incredible in the ring, who are great athletes, but we don't have to be so narrowly defined as men.
Be able to try to buck that stereotype and show you, no, just because we act this way or we like this thing does not mean that we are not tough, doesn't mean that we're not gonna beat the crap out of you. And so being in matches like this allowed us that opportunity to show that, and I think that the Usos were the perfect partners to do it with.
And there's a tag to Big E. Wise move from Kofi.
Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh no! Whoa! Oh, come on! That's,
Why do I not
you can't
remember
do that? Yeah.
Cesaro's legal. Off of the white noise double team. Cover.
Nice.
Whoa, close. Oh no. Hey, get off me, man. Where you taking me, bro? Where we going? You can't be soft in a match with Sheamus and Cesaro. Like, you can't. They want to hit you, and they want to be hit.
Having two guys who are powerhouses like that, you gotta change your game totally.
Kofi's now legal.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the boy up. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's trying to fight it, but he can't fight it. Played him.
So strong. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just brute strength. Look at us, and every time we win, it's
See that?
About us.
Together.
About us. Together.
Big E and Xavier Woods will compete in a tag team gauntlet match. If they win, Kofi Kingston gets his WWE title match against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
I don't remember ever seeing anything like this in our industry where two people went out there to go through an hour gauntlet to get someone else an opportunity.
Could this do it for Gallows and Anderson? Ian and Xavier, let's move on.
Wrestling is usually a very selfish thing, even with a lot of teams. One guy finds success and the other one's jealous, and it didn't make sense to me as a kid. You fight tooth and nail for everybody on this team. You succeed, they succeed. That's how it is. And so the fact that that story had yet to be told in wrestling was kind of baffling.
Trying to keep the WrestleMania dream alive for Kofi. Another up, down, down. Cover. Rusev and Nakamura put away.
It's really, I'm getting like emotional thinking about it. Oh my God. Just really special, because obviously, like, what we do is entertainment, but the goals are very real. The work is very real. Everything that we have talked about going through, God, okay. To get to this point, we just been through so much on screen and off screen, and for it to culminate in my two brothers going through what they did to get me a chance to achieve my dream, you know, really, really emotional, obviously.
And everybody knows there's one person who deserves to fight for the WWE Championship, and that's Kofi Kingston. Good luck, Goose, because we forfeit. Wow!
If one or two things don't happen along this entire path, none of it happens. We don't have this moment. If Woods didn't ask me to be in this group, this doesn't happen, because I wasn't getting these opportunities before.
Kofi's gonna go to WrestleMania!
You seeing Hell in a Cell and going, you know what? Obviously, like, I got into wrestling because I want to do this. I want this Hell in a Cell match, but I'm gonna step back voluntarily because I want them to have this feeling. And then that coming back around, like, we will do everything that we can to fight for you. Not because we owe you, but because that's what we're supposed to do. That's how this is supposed to work. And it's crazy seeing it back to back.
Kofi Kingston is going to WrestleMania!
Oftentimes in wrestling, we're not pitch perfect, we don't get things right, but I felt like this whole run was like damn near pitch perfect.
It's a new day, yes it is! Gentlemen, the road has been long and hard, but we are finally here.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, yeah. No. It's your turn. And the custom title too.
Vegan title.
Yeah.
If there is a negative to this, it is having to switch the title from the sustainable title and retire that, because man, I just thought that was so cool.
How is he? Right, that's true too. You're vegan, this is all your values align. You say, nah. We don't care about the planet. Get that out of here.
Give me my bigger carbon footprint title.
I want my carbon footprint.
I want my global warming championship.
Daniel Bryan, the perfect opponent. For him to have been in that role years before, where people weren't, the yes movement, you know, and now he's the antagonist. From a storyline, this is a magnifica.
Kofi measuring the champion. Trial Paradise! Kofi did it! Kofi did it! Kofi did it! Kofi is champion!
When I see that moment too, I think back to just that emotion and seeing how much it meant to so many people. They were so happy for you, but I think so many people saw themselves in you as well.
Just being able to do this for people of color who had never seen like an African-born champion in that role. A lot of people never ever thought that it would happen. And then the videos that I would see of the parents with their kids, showing them, and you see in their eyes, oh my God, anything is possible because I've seen it, you know? And because we kept pushing, because we had each other's backs, because we uplifted each other, we have one of the greatest and most iconic moments in the history of wrestling.
No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, if you believe, you can make it happen.
For my kids to be in the ring and witness exactly why we are sacrificing what we sacrifice. This is why Daddy's on the road, so that we can provide people with this, so that you can have this. To see my son just holding up the title and he jumps up on the corner and I'm like, what's gonna happen? He's got a t-shirt and he throws it out. He act like he knew, like he been there, you know what I mean? He knew what to do, you know? And my wife has sacrificed so much. My dad, that was the first WrestleMania that he went to, from top to bottom, with the exception of the fact that we had to get rid of the sustainable title. If there's one thing that we had to get rid of the sustainable title, everything other than that was just like picture perfect.
We all wanna go big. Oh, guys! It's happening! And here comes Big E! Mr. Money in the Bank is cashing it in! Get your ass up!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that slap.
You see the slap?
Heavy-handed.
Oh
Whoa, he said the F word.
Boy, if you gonna slap Bobby, you better slap him hard.
Bro.
You better make it worth it.
Oh. Is that it? Is that gonna be it?
That'll be taken away.
Is that gonna be it? 1, 2.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Remember this right before you went out? We took a picture.
Yeah. That's right.
Came through.
Before,
He said, boys, I'm about to cash in. We said, oh, word. It's time.
Gonna be over leg up. Will we have a new champion? We do!
I always tell people those moments, I wish I could bottle this feeling and give it to you because there's nothing like it, man. That buzz, that feeling, when you look out in the crowd and seeing so many people excited for me, seeing that moment, that's what we do. We yearn to make those special moments that people never forget. There's so many great wrestlers who have entered our business who have never held that championship. So many guys, legends. And to be on that short list of men who've held the WWE Championship is such an honor, man. I always hoped when I entered the business to do something that people remembered, and to now have so many memorable moments in my career with you guys. And they're all with you guys, you know? Even when we're out there winning singles titles, it's like a hunter-gatherer. Like I might go out there alone, but I'm bringing that title back to the New Day cave. I'm bringing it back, and that was always for me. Is like, I feel like even though these are solo titles and solo accolades, it's all about adding to our legacy. It's all about showing people this is about the New Day. And like, I would not be WWE champion. I would not be Mr. Money in the Bank if it wasn't for Kofi, if it wasn't for Woods. And there's no question about that. They helped me elevate to a point as a character, as a performer, even as a man. They've helped me grow so much that the only reason I'm here is because of them. So this is, you too, don't be pointing at him. You don't know how inspiring you are. Even just what you've done with Up, Up, Down, Down. Seeing like, we were there when you had this idea. You first started talking to us about a decade ago to see how much money it's generated for the company, to see what it's done for the locker room. Like we bonded with them over video games. So many of us became tighter, we became more friendly because of what you built. People are employed because of the channel that you built. You've done so much to help this industry, so much that has been recognized and some that will never be recognized. But no. I'm not gonna let you skate by and pretend like you haven't vastly changed people's lives for the better.
But in each of those scenarios, it's a team effort. Like I was trained that this is a fraternity and like we're here for each other. Like you do what I do. You have the same like nerd inside you that I do. We're here to build up the roster, whether that's on the show, inside the ring, outside the ring, in daily life, whatever. And then we have a smaller subsection of just us that's more focused on all our goals. Without that togetherness, like we don't get anywhere.
Winning King of the Ring is incredible, but this is it for you. Your first real dream in wrestling was to be King of the Ring.
This is why I wanted to be a wrestler.
And he understands this is the breakout moment from the New Day, to get away from the shadow of the Kofi Kingstons and the Big E's who won the WWE titles. This is Xavier's chance.
Being with two guys who have so many accolades and are so well regarded, and not having those, to me, it was like, okay, well, this is the beginning of my story. Like I want to win the title to prove to myself that I deserve to be here and I belong here, and I belong to be in a group with guys who I see as so incredibly talented. I want to make sure that I'm always pulling my weight.
This is Xavier Woods' opportunity to make a name for himself on his own, to have a solo crowning achievement.
There are way less kings of the ring than there are WWE champions.
Less than 30.
Woods gonna walk the top rope, deliver the elbow! Cover off the limit! King Xavier!
And this was your goal. This was your goal, to do the impossible. The most, not the impossible, but the most impossible thing.
The dream has come true for Xavier Woods!
I told you, this was my destiny. That crowd belongs to me. King Woods!
I had been put in a situation where I'd like seen his come up, you know? So for example, when we were in Deep South, the door swings open, and it's some young kid with a resume in hand. I'll never forget it. I was in the ring, like doing a drill. And we were just like, oh, like how dare this man come in here with a resume, looking for a job, dressed up like a professional. They say, okay, come down to Deep South, come down to the show. The next day, Deep South shut down. And obviously like Woods never got a chance to like have a match at Deep South. So we go to Florida, same deal. I'm in the ring, in the middle of a drill. Door swings open. Dude comes in with a resume. I say, who? that's the same guy. He might have been wearing the same suit, you know?
I was there in FCW, and I remember people didn't understand your vision. You would come with so many incredible ideas and so much creativity, but I think people often, have this very narrow concept of what a pro wrestler is and how he should carry himself, and I think so often you wanted to go your own way in your own lane.
I feel like it's so in your face all the time. Champion. Yeah, you know that we want to be champion, but there's a way that I want it done. To see an actual story of someone's career, of them grinding and hustling and going step by step the proper way and not like belittling others and not bringing other people down while they're doing it. And you do it with your brothers. Like there's something to be said about all that. You know, like us being able to look in the mirror when we're done with all this and say, you know, I did it my, you know? But it's like, it's our way. No matter what anybody says to me about anything in our incredible Hall of Fame careers, like it doesn't matter to me, because like we got the experience that we wanted, you know? And we got to feel all these things that we wouldn't have otherwise if we didn't, like you said, if we didn't take the jump.
From a very early standpoint, I felt that brotherhood very deeply with y'all. I felt that sense of family. And we're all able to elevate because of it, because we came together. And it's one of the things I'm just so proud that when things were rocky early on, we never had any division. Man, this last 10 years has been such an incredible ride. And I truly have grown so much as a person, as a performer. It's immeasurably changed my life.